Good day to the management of Life Care Hospital. My name is Ifine. Most people know me as Moxie. Um, I'm a tech and media guru. I offer live streaming services to businesses, to churches, in many forms, and especially with regards to their current capacity to do media and the possibilities I see for them with what is current and trending and what is the perfect solution for them in the now. So I've done this for years now. Uh, I do everything all the way from offering live streaming services to graphic design to content creation. I have stores online where I sell like design templates. I have store on Fiverr where I offer live streaming services to people all over the world, white clients and all. So it's safe to assume that I know what I'm doing with this presentation and I have the best interest of your hospital in mind in coming up with this presentation. When I was reached out to by the admin, I had to put myself in your shoe to imagine what it is you really want out of the solution I'm going to offer. Well, it's simple. There is a big cake on the table and you want your pie. Statistics shows that 33 million people was admitted into a hospital in the year 2022. That is the most accurate statistics I could find in the year 2022 in America alone. That's, of course, the standard of living there is different from here, which means you can expect much more than that here in Nigeria. But why I said that is to say that there is a huge pie on the table. Someone has, and a hospital here in Enugu has the largest of the pie of patients. You're already a hospital that knows what you are doing. You are into life and care. And to do that very effectively, you need patients. You need people that are in need of these services. So therefore, you need a way to stay in touch with these people when they are not sick. That is the most important aspect of any media solution you're looking for. At some point, any of the people, any of the people that make up the citizens of Nigeria is going to be sick, is going to need a hospital attention, is going to need medical attention of all kinds of degree, right? So which means any outreach that you are working to install in your hospital, right, be it media, be it television, should not be primarily to tell people who are sick where to go. It's also to stay in connection with people who are not sick. Because at some point they will be sick, guaranteed. And you will always be here as a hospital. So first, the solution needs to reach out to people who are not yet sick and stay in contact with them. Now, statistics have shown that at least there are two persons who anybody is aware of is sick with a problem. And this has actually proven that there is at least two persons that any single individual choosing as random knows to be sick in Nigeria, which means you need also to have an outreach that continues to inform this person that knows, is connected to, and will ultimately inform the decision of whoever that is sick in wherever they should go for medical attention. And then you need the outreach to speak to the person who is sick. You needed to promise the person not just treatment, but testimonies of people who have been healed, facilities that you guys have installed. It needs to bring an interaction that is not an advert, that is not a sell, but a participation in the decision making of whoever that is sick. So to that effect, I decided of all I wanted to recommend to your organization, I decided that the best course of action is live streaming. Live streaming. Life Care Hospital needs needs to always be online. Always, quite literally, always be online. But not just online in terms of content. You're not an entertainment facility or organization. You're not some YouTube content creator, social media, life, whatever, whatever. You're a hospital. And you cannot be salesy because the very people who you are helping are in pain and may not never be online, especially when it is they need you, which means you are actually talking to their elder brother, their younger sister, their cousin, their nephew, their mom, their uncle, their brother, their sister. You are probably talking to somebody who is connected to them, who can influence them. So if you're going to truly get across to them, you need to be going live, but not just any kind of live, a weekly live show. And I'm going to talk about what it should look like in a bit. But this is what you need. This is what is perfect for a hospital, for your hospital. Live streaming. Live streaming. Now let's look at the statistics. Let's look at some things that I feel are very important. Why should you live stream as against doing other kinds of media options that are available, all the way from radio to TV to all of that, all of that. That's what I hope we will cover in this thing, social media landscape, the benefit of live stream, like weekly live show, all of that, all of that. Well, let me jump right into it. So the very basic outreach I've seen a hospital do is radio. And today, radio 30-second spots cost a lot, way much, right? And the other thing about it is that it's a one-way communication. You're just putting that information out there and hardly knowing who you are actually talking to. Like I said, somebody knows two person who is sick and is almost always in the position to influence the decision they will make on where to go and get medical treatment. Right? A radio is not where most people are today. You can also go to a TV station and talk, but then you talk about high cost and you talk about over all the other things they are doing will overwhelm your existence. Say you had a morning show with them. Right after your morning show is a news. Right after the news is a music. Right after the music is some other thing. So by the time their 24 hours elapse, you are a fraction of that, what they are pushing out. You are hardly in control and always in front of whoever, whenever, however, right? So that is a problem. Then there is the other issue of digital shift. Most Nigerians are on social media, which means 1 in 3 person is directly connected to your target audience, to your patients, to your um, um, customer base, right? 1 in every 3 person is directly connected and can influence their decision. And right now they are on social media almost always, right? Then you have engagement. Live videos get 6 times more interaction than static posts. It's true. They are more engaging. If you do it well, it will not be a sale. It will not be salesy. It will feel like a participation, a conversation, oh my God, is that happening to you? All right, look at what you should do. Or do you mind calling this line on the screen? It interacts with these people in a way that makes them feel seen, feel like there is help on the way. For me, I think it would be the easiest way to put an ambulance on the road, because when you become who you will be in this live streaming solution, right? To this, uh, um, to the Nigerian community, you put yourself in the top 1% that controls authority, actually. So, social media landscape in Nigeria, it is obvious that people are online and that the easiest way to get their attention is online is already obvious. You probably have social media accounts already, but what is not yet obvious to you is control, right? You don't just want somebody to shout out for you. You don't just want to be one content out of a million that exist on out of billions of content that exist on social media, right? You don't just want to put up some flyer that somebody is going to scroll past. You want someone to step in and sit with you. You want someone to be there and hear this very humanistic conversation about a very difficult problem a loved one is going through and present solution. You want control and you don't want to share this control with anyone. That is what live streaming does for you, right? Um, then then of course you're seeing the screen level. Let me skip over to something else because of time. One of the things that I believe having this weekly live show that happens any day of the week, maybe a weekend, is that it provides real-time engagement. You can ask questions and get answers in the comment section and then back and forth at it, right? You can run polls and ask random person what they feel about something and then have them give you anonymous answers. You can have patient testimonials be part of this show without feeling like a sale. You can have a patient actually who have been completely healed be on the show and ask the person what recovery felt like, what all kinds of things, right? And it can bring up, you can humanize your establishment. Hospitals always feel so corporate, so cold, so uninteractive, so just hospital. But live streaming, my goodness. Then you have trust building. It will humanize your clinicians and admin team. Yes, because when you are live and you are everybody is pitching in in the various segments and bringing something that is generally lacking with hospitals, right? When it comes to social media on this live stream, right? There is a way it makes someone want to be part of what is going on here. That's the truth. Then you have content library. Of course, the beauty about the reason why I had to settle for live stream is that if I tell you to have a social media content, whatever, right? And you have pictures that are going up there. That is the most basic form of content creation. Then you have videos. Say we shoot videos and we're using random videos on the internet to do things for you. But it caps at there. But when we go live and we bring this liveness of live streaming to your weekly live show, what can immediately happen is that the moment that live stream is over, my team will take this live stream and break it into pieces so it becomes reels, it becomes clips, it becomes blog posts, and we surge it on all your channels. TikTok, YouTube, it becomes reels, it fits literally into everywhere. And it is resonating the whole week, right? It's flowing to somebody's reel who never participated in the live stream. Meanwhile, advertising the live stream, asking them to join us for the next live show that will be happening at the date we choose. It should be happening every week, right? But that is that. And then you have cost efficiency. I can guarantee you that no money you spend trying to get your outreach attention out there will be as worth it as this weekly live show. It is yours. Everything that will be doing, if you go and pump this money to a TV station, that 30 minutes, that 20, 15 minutes or 10 minutes spot you get is just one spot out of all the sports that will happen the whole month. You are unlikely to be actually reaching the people you want to reach. That radio station, that flyers you're going to print, that billboard, all of that does not actually put you in the right position to influence this decision making people are making every day as with their health care, right? But then investing in live streaming takes you there, quite literally. It puts you where you want to be and it gives you control. This is your asset. It can't be taken from you because the brand, the identity, the everything that will build around your live stream is yours. You can come to a point in the live streaming where machines that are trying to get into the market can be advertised through you guys. All kinds of new method of coming. All government wants to pass some really, it can't get there, and they're using your platform as a channel to disseminate medical information, updates, and all of that, policies, and that and that. I'm telling you the gospel truth. Now, what I'm proposing is a minimum of 30 minutes weekly, right? Once a week for now, live show. It will be segmented into all kinds of parts, and there will be adverts, break time between each segment, where your hospital, the things you guys do there, the services that are hot now, that are affordable, and all of that will be advertised in the breaks. And every other thing you guys want to put a huge word out there with, right, will be in each of the break time, right? But then you have segments on health tips, live Q&A, patient story, facility tour, promo drop, all of that will be happening in the live stream. Are you getting it? Now you have of course, when I present things like this, people are tempted to do it themselves, which if you can, you should. I've always been the one who wants to make sure that you do know what is out there and what can be in the best interest of your business, right? I'm an educator primarily when it comes to media and everything media related, right? Now, if you want to do it yourself, look at what is going to take you, right? And equipment, lighting, camera, mics, all of that. I mean, probably be 1.2 million and above. That's a conservative price, actually. And then you have to have a team, a producer, a host, a social moderator. Of course, tools and everything you will need to probably be costing you 50,000 naira per month minimum, right? And then you're now having a total monthly investment of say 1 point something million and a recurring expenses of 350,000 minimum per month, as against hiring me, right? Production, everything in between. But because of course we'll have to take care of your social media channels. Will be the one managing it and all. Will simply cost you 600,000 now a month. Would work to get you in front of 2,000 to 10,000 unique viewers across the months. Will help you build your presence online in this way, right? And you have engagement that is way more than you can expect in any other media channel you use. And inquiries and monthly, all kinds of things that will be happening will literally be minimum of 50 inquiries a month that would most likely turn into a visit. More than you are likely to get with another media. But this is the solution. Now, what is left with this conversation is a sign off on a pilot month. You want to test this, you want to know, is this for you, right? So we should give, would appreciate moving forward with this on by a sign off, and you know, but of course, you can also demand for my physical presence. Let's discuss more about this and look at the perfect solution or a more customizable solution for you, that or whatever you feel is probably a different route that will get you to where you are going to, regardless, right? What I've just presented to you is the best course of action for your hospital, life care hospital, to get what they want. Then we'll talk about all of that is on the screen. I'm trying to conserve time. Thank you so much for the um, opportunity to present to you. I've actually enjoyed talking to you, and I look forward to the opportunity to now bring to life what I have just said now.